Hi, friends. In case you don't know, I'm Jen. I'm a master teacher of Reiki, and I'm here to talk about distance Reiki in particular because I've noticed a lot of people really don't understand how it can work, and I wanted to try to explain it. We'll see if it is easy to explain or not, but um, I'm assuming you already know what Reiki is if you've clicked on this. If not, I'll just do a really quick, brief definition, and it's something like a relaxation technique using one's hands to send energy to a person to support them physically, emotionally, and mentally and spiritually. So it works in all those areas, and it's not a forced thing. It's very much based on relaxation. I would say if I have a client and they end up leaving here relaxed, I've done my job, because your body cannot heal in any other state but a relaxation state. So when you turn on that relaxation response, then your body heals itself. I'm not really healing you at all. Your body's doing the work. I'm just providing the means for your body to do that. So distance Reiki is a little different because you're not obviously in the room, and people think, well, how can that even work? And to that, I say, well, how does prayer work? Because prayer works, and people have even done studies that show that prayer works. And, there are studies that show that Reiki works too, scientifically. So, um, distance Reiki, I think, may even not work better, but I feel more I actually get more information, more intuitive hits, I guess you could call them, messages, you might want to call them that too. um, just I get more information when I do a distance session than when I do a regular session typically, and I'm not sure why that is, but it might just be because there are less distractions. I'm totally focused. I'm not worried about if you're comfortable, or if it's too hot, it's too cold in here. Is the music right? Do you like it? Are you okay with the burning sage or whatever is going on here? So I can be a lot more focused, and I'm also not feel. This is just a personal thing. I don't feel any pressure to do some or to get messages when there's somebody lying on my table. I do feel pressure, like, oh, they obviously came here wanting something, and I have to do that. I have to give them what they want. And that basically blocks all the intuitive stuff from coming through for me. But might just be me personally. So a distance Reiki session works like prayer does, and I do a lot of the same exact things I do if you're here. I just pretend you're on the table and imagine you're on the table, and that's how energy is moved, is with our thoughts and our imagination. And that in a quantum reality, that's exactly how you work with energy and how you make energy do things. That's kind of like that really well-known study. Hopefully it's well known. I think it is, about the observer effect. When they watch particles do their thing, they behave differently than when there was nobody watching them and they couldn't explain it. So that's the non-scientific. I'm not a scientist, but that's the non-scientific explanation for you really quickly. So if you were to get a distance session, what you can expect is possibly on your end of feeling things. I'm speaking from, you might feel absolutely nothing during the session. You might actually feel the energy moving if you're really sensitive. Everybody's so different. Lots of people feel stuff and lots of people don't. Some people just feel better right afterwards, and other people's feel better. Other people's Other people feel better the day after, because Reiki does work in your system for intensely up to 3 days after, and sometimes less intensely up to 21 days after. So that's an interesting factoid. And what else do I want to cover? So I can't really tell you all the steps I take to do a distance session because that's secret. But I'll just say that I use symbols to connect with you on a quantum level, and it's really cool. And I usually feel a lot more, not a lot more, but I feel just as much, if not more, doing a distance session. As far as feeling the energy moving and whatever, if you're releasing things, I can feel things coming out your feet and stuff like that. So, um, what else do I want to talk about? I don't know if you have any questions or something specific you're curious about. Please let me know because I really, coming from my perspective, it's hard to know what your questions would be if you've never experienced Reiki at all. Um, please ask because that's what I'm doing these videos for, is to, I would hope to get a conversation going and have a dialogue with people and just to get this more out in the mainstream, because there's so many people I think this could help, and they're not, a lot of people aren't really open to it because they think it's woo woo, or you're just making stuff up or whatever. But I think it's really powerful, even if you don't believe it 100%, as long as you are open to the energy. Just, that's really all you have to do, is say, well, I'm open to receiving this energy, and then you'll get it. So my intention is always to basically hold space for you to get exactly what you need, in perfect comfort, and for you to release what you don't need with ease and grace. And um, it's so gentle, because this is not a forced thing, like, I am releasing your blocks now. I can't do that. I leave it up to you and God, spirit, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, about what you're receiving and what you're releasing. I'm just kind of the go between. So even though people will ask me for specific things, it's not really my place to force certain things to be released, unless you're really in a space where you're ready and this is 100% your free will to release this thing or get rid of this other issue or whatever you're working on. So I hope that sort of makes sense, because I'm not a great verbal communicator. That's another reason why I'm trying to do these, is to get a little better at that, and it's going to take me a while. So please bear with me, have patience with my stumbling and tangents, and that's just how I communicate. But I'm doing this for practice and to try to get a little bit better, and also get the knowledge of Reiki out there, because it's so powerful and it literally changed my life, and I really hope to help other people experience that too. So hope this was a little bit interesting and effective and informative. So please let me know if you have questions, and I will be happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.